missed you all quite a bit. I'm sorry it's taken so long for me to get back to this game. I know it's been quite some time. If you saw one of my previous videos, you might have some inkling as to why that is. But we're not going to get into that right now. I'd like to get back to our little mini-series playing Slime Rancher. I don't know if the gain is too high or too low. I'm sort of just hoping this is high enough and that you can hear me to the extent that you should. If I'm a bit too loud, I will try to clean this up in post, and if all else fails, there is a volume button on your device for exactly this reason. I'm very excited to get back into this series. So far, it's been my best performing series, and I'm quite proud of how the last couple of videos turned out despite my lack of skill with ASMR in general. I should clarify, this is not going to become an ASMR channel, but I will likely do this series, hopefully to completion. I'm having a good time with it, and I might do other series on other games in the same format. I wouldn't mind doing this more than once, as I personally find this to be rather relaxing to create myself, and, yeah. But without further ado, let's get back into our save, and I believe it was the second file. Let's see how our little slimes are doing. I can't wait. I'm so excited. I missed this so much. Alright, let's see. Where are we? What were we up to? We have ringtail honey largos. Oh, and a singular. Oh, no. Two little honey slimes. We also have cotton tabby largos over here as well. I don't remember exactly how to play this game, if I'm being completely honest with you. It's been, what, a month and a half, 2 months, I think. If I'm being honest, I couldn't tell you exactly what I was up to last if you would put a gun to my head. But we're gonna get back into the swing of things. We're gonna get back, 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 gonna get back into the swing of things. What's this? The Pronto Mart. The Pronto Mart. Polestar Provisions is online. Polestar Provisions is everything a rancher could ever need and more. Check back regularly for new stock. Cuckoo Corner has crazy deals on new and exclusive items. Exclusive items. Every day is a surprise. Let's see. Oh, there's a little cat down here. I think I'm gonna check this one, see what's up. Alright, what's good? We're gonna see what's up. We're gonna see what's up. We're gonna see what's good. What's good? 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 Excuse me. Okay, so we have amber grass for 25 new bucks. Grass that flashes with the fiery colors of the satisfying crunch of dry grass. Pink flower reef, stalagmite, beach lantern, beach ball. Ah, it's a slime toy. Rainbow fields bundle. Ah, I see, I see. Okay, so my fiance plays this game religiously after having been introduced to it. And she told me that the bundles don't give you the blueprints to any of these decorations. They just give you set amounts of whatever it is that's in the bundle. And I don't much care for that. If I am going to have something, I'd like to be able to make it myself more than once if I so choose. And it would look like this is the place to go for that exact kind of thing, because if I'm not mistaken, all of these are blueprints. Well, except for this is a variant. Ah, look, a pride flag. I'm not of the LGBT plus community myself, but I do have many a friend that are part of this. I've got a couple of I have a couple of transgender friends. I have a few gay friends. I have a couple of bisexual friends. My fiance themselves are actually gender fluid, primarily feminine presenting, but that's neither here nor there. This isn't exactly relevant information to anything going on right now aside from this little flag here. I just thought it would be a neat little fun fact for anybody that doesn't know that bit about me. Yes, these are all really interesting. Oh, we have different flags as well. We have resource flags and slime flags and minerals and other. Oh, hive resource. I see, I see, I see. Is this a picture frame? Oh no, it's not. It's a blanket. Okay. Okay, 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 okay. Alright, well, that's enough messing around with this. Let's actually get down to business here. Let's get to the slime ranching. I believe I should start. What should I start with? What should I start with? What should I start with? Okay, we have many tiny birds. We also have a Yoki slime. I forgot about this guy. I love these little dudes. They're my favorite. They're my favorite. They're my favorite. They're my favorite. I love them so much. They're adorable, 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 adorable. In any case, I apologize in advance if I make any sounds that may or may not be unpleasant for anybody to listen to. I try to do a lot of mouth sounds and sort of up close whisper, up close, up close, up close. I do my best to make the kind of content that I would consume. I try to make, particularly in the ASMR context, I try to make things that I personally would like. Oh, I don't have a resource harvester. And generally what I like to watch is mostly mouth sounds videos, fast mouth sounds I should say. I'm a big, like, I think I mentioned this in another video, but I'm a big fan of like Corey ASMR, Corey, and such. That is what helps me relax myself, personally, but I understand not every— oh, that's— oh, yeah, no, that's— oh, this is unpleasant. This is really unfortunate. That's not good. Okay, hold on, let's vacate the premises here. Anyway, what was I saying? Ah, yes, I'm aware that not everybody is going to like the same things that I do, but personally, this sort of thing would help me relax. A nice, relaxing game in the background, something to sweep my mind away and focus on literally anything aside from my problems at the time, and with a nice nice background sounds as well, just to help my brain unwind and relax, just to unwind and relax. Not everybody's going to be a big fan of that though, and I understand that, so if you don't really care for mouth sounds like that or whispering like that, I would say that what are you doing here? This video is not for you. You should have left by now. I don't remember buying these. But whatever the case, if you're still here, I'm going to assume that you somehow enjoy this content and thus aren't going to leave a nasty comment underneath the video telling me to perhaps end my own life. I have not gotten any of those. I'm just making an example. Please do not request that I consider self-harm in a non-joking context. That would make me sad. Anyway, resource harvester, here we go. We need 10 cotton lords. I can do that. I can definitely do that. I can do that right now, actually, as a matter of fact. So I need 10 of these, I need 10 of these, I need 10 of these, I need 10 of these. You, strange rabid creatures, give me your excrement. That's definitely one for the that's one for the history books. The quote, I should say, that's definitely a good one. That's gotta put that on a t-shirt, rather. Okay, what else are we up to? What else are we up to? Oh, these guys turn to stone during the day. I forgot about this. Okay. I'm trying to remember the things my fiance was telling me about. I can't remember everything quite so well, but you're old. You shall become sustenance. I'm also, I watched back through a couple of my other ASMR videos. I noticed that I speak with a particular, like, vernacular. I don't know if that's the right word to be using. I speak in a particular sort of way when I make these videos. I'm a lot more formal than I am in the rest of my content. Eat the damn thing. I don't know why I do that. There's not really any reason to. For whatever reason, I suppose I interpreted that as like, oh, well, I'm pronouncing things a little bit more deliberately, and so that's gotta be, like, tinklier, I guess. I like when creators enunciate their words. That, to me, is so nice. It's very relaxing. I like it a lot. But not everybody really messes with it the way I do, so I don't know. I'm trying to gain my footing here. I don't really know exactly how I'd like to present myself as far as this particular content is concerned. I've never, obviously, I don't know if any of you have seen the rest of my channel, but I've never done this prior to this little mini-series. I've never made an ASMR video before. I watch them religiously. I cannot sleep without them. But I've never before now tried to create any of my own, so I just thought it'd be cool to give this a shot. A while back, I don't remember exactly when I made this call, but one day I was like, well, I have a pretty good mic. I've got a Blue Yeti just sitting around. That was really unfortunate. But I was like, no, I've got a Blue Yeti just kind of sitting around collecting dust, so I might as well put it to good use, right? Like, I want to get something out of it. It was a couple $100, so might as well get my money's worth, I suppose. Okay, I should clarify right now, before we go any further, I have moved home from college. The semester is over. I'm home. I am in my room again. I am pretty much alone, so here we kind of have a trade-off going on when it comes to ASMR stuff. So recording quality will probably overall be better because I won't have to worry about so many noisy dorm mates and neighbors. I won't have to worry about the people that I'm sharing my hall with because I'm not sharing with anyone right now. I'm totally by myself for the most part. I live alone. However, the trade-off here is that my house is located directly next next to a main road that most people in my area use on their way to work, like on their commute. So, because I'm recording this at, what time is it? 5:36 a.m. A lot of people that go to work early are on their way out the door and down the road right now. So I apologize in advance for the ungodly amount of cars that you most assuredly will be hearing throughout this recording. You've heard a couple already, I'm sure. I'm gonna try my best to mute my mic if I hear any coming, but I am sorry in advance if it distracts you or you find it breaks any relaxation or, God forbid, sleep or anything of that nature. I know some folks might find it hard to sleep, and I know things are rough out here, to say the least. Sometimes you just gotta take whatever sleep you can get, and I would hate to interrupt that in any sort of way with this ridiculous car debacle going on outside my home. But if there's anybody out there listening to this that is struggling or is trying their best to like put things together and it's just not quite going the way you want it, I just want you to know that we're all in this together. There's not a day goes by that you are alone in any of this. You will always, oh Jesus Christ, you will always have an ally and, dare I say, even a friend in myself and anybody that is part of this beautiful little community that we're starting to cultivate here at our corner of the internet. There's not many of us, but we stick together, and I just want all of you to be aware that you're not alone, and it's hard. No one's ever going to tell you that it's easy, and if they do, they have either never been through it or they're lying. It's going to be difficult. None of it's going to be easy, especially these days with everything going on in the world. It's all going to be real difficult, and it's going to feel hopeless at times. But that's the point of life, I think, is to do hard things, because I think, like, my philosophy has always been, if it's worth it, then doing it will not be easy. Nothing worth doing is ever easy. And same principle goes for just life in general. I mean, if it was worth it, it would be, or if it wasn't worth the time, then it would be easy as pie, right? I like to think that struggle exists for a reason, and I mean, some people like to attach like a religious connotation to it. I've never been a terribly religious guy myself, but I don't know. I like to think that everything happens for a reason, and the hard stuff in life, the trials and the tribulations that you have to go through, it's never pointless. It's all worth it in the end, but it's definitely a battle. It's definitely a battle. Take it from me, but I don't know who. What do I know? You know, I'm just a kid on the internet. I'm just some guy that just likes to make little videos every now and again. I wouldn't take any of my advice too close to heart. I would take everything that I say with a grain of salt, maybe a tablespoon of salt, I would say. I'm not the guy to tell you what to do or how to do it or anything of that nature, you know. I'm just trying to make these goofy little videos, whatever kind of stuff I choose to make. I'm just trying to, I don't know, sometimes make folks laugh, sometimes make folks think, and in the case of this series, just help folks relax. That's all I'm trying to do. But that's enough about me. I don't have any triggers with me right now. I had a bunch bunch on my desk in my dorm in college before I left, and I don't know what I did with them. They're probably in my bag somewhere. I still haven't fully unpacked. I've been spending like the last month or so trying to pin down a job so that I can get a little bit of money going here. So I haven't had a lot of time to unpack. I'm sure that whatever triggers I had on my desk, I'm sure they're in my boxes or bags or whatever somewhere. I'll find them, don't worry. I'll dig them out somewhere. But oh, now that we have the resource harvester, let's grab this stuff. We got deep brine, salt of the earth kind of stuff. If there's a joke in there, I'm afraid it's going over my head. I can't remember anything that I had done before, or like during the last episode. I can't remember a goddamn thing. No, I gotta be honest, it's good to be back, man. I like being able to make stuff like this for you guys. I like sitting down and recording videos. It makes me happy. It makes me feel good. I don't know, especially with like Slime Rancher. This is such a delightful little game. Okay, Gordo. I was looking for one of these, I think. Was I? I don't know. Well, I found one now, so we're gonna go with it. We're gonna pretend that I was searching for it the entire time, and this is like the culmination of some massive arc that's been going on. Like, this is a huge search we just finished. Oh wow, I never thought I'd get one. Oh boy. But in any case, let's get some food going for this big guy. Oh, and Jellystone. I can't remember where's the name for this come from. I know I've heard it somewhere. Is this is a Yogi Bear thing, right? Like Jellystone Park, isn't it? Is that where Yogi Bear is from? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Did anybody else watch Yogi Bear when they were young? I used to really like Yogi Bear. I'd watch it with my grandpa all the time. He did a pretty good Yogi Bear impression. I don't know how he got so good at it, but he did a really, really nice Yogi Bear impression. And the guy was uncanny. You know, it was uncanny. It was kind of crazy how good that he got at that. I could never really understand how he pulled it off, but well. Alright, let's get these pogo fruit and the roostros into this big fella here. And do I have like a link up here, like a depot thing or a deposit thing? Like, do I have? Yeah, this one. Okay, hold on. Wait. What is this? Refinery link. That's what I was looking for. That's the word. Sorry, I am so tired right now. I've been up most of the night working on music, and good God, it's starting to catch up with me a little bit. I think I'm gonna go to bed here once I'm done recording, but we'll finish this first. This might be a shorter episode for that reason. So if you look on here and it turns into like a 15-20 minute thing, if it's not already longer than that, then yeah, that's why. Oh, and there's birds out in the trees as well, so excuse the avian creatures and the noises they make. I'm sorry if they disturb you, or if they mess with the audio at all. I don't even know if my audio sounds good right now. For all I know, my mic's peaking like nobody's business, and I might have to re-record this entire episode, but we definitely will see. I will try not to save until I know for sure that the recording's good, because I want to make sure that we get all of the big moments. Or, well, you know what? Maybe I'll just live and let live. Maybe I'll just let it go. Maybe I will post it as is. Maybe I won't. Maybe I won't even bother re-recording. Maybe I'll just do the next one and explain in that what happened if this doesn't go up for whatever reason. How much more food are you gonna need? You're shaking. You're literally trembling. You're actually trembling. This is some fat shit, dude. This is some big back activities if I've ever seen it. This big back babe. Largos need 40 units, and their favorites count double, so if you get like 10 of their favorites, then you can just do that. I played the... Okay, I don't know if I ever mentioned this in the other videos. I have not played all that much of Slime Rancher 2. Oh, yep, there he goes. But I played the shit out of the first one. Up I go. Wee. Yeah, no, I didn't play much of Slime Rancher 2 prior to this series. I got like 2 in-game weeks worth of progress, and that's it. But I played the ever-loving shit out of the first one. I loved it. I don't know why. I didn't get as into this one initially. I'd like to apologize if you hear any creaking from in here. I don't know if it's my chair or my headset or whatever it is, but whatever the case, there's a lot of creaking in here. I don't know why. I have a very rickety room. Apparently, there's a lot of things in here that sound like they're 50 years old, but I swear I've maybe had them for 2. Like, for example, my PS5 rattles quite a bit. What is that? What is that? Oh goodness. Oh god. Oh god. Chickens. Do I have any chickens? Shit. Crap. Anyway. Oh. Uh-oh. Already. That's not good. What was I saying? Yes. So my PS5 rattles a little bit. I've had this thing for going on 3 years, I think, and granted, I do play it, like, religiously, damn near. Which is half the reason that I started doing, like, game content with it, because I figured, well, if I'm gonna be on it all the time, I might as well put it to good use. Same goes for the microphone. And if you've seen my shorts with, like, Helldivers 2 and whatnot, you'll know that, that is, like, half the reason that I do videos with Frag. Frag Missile, you'll probably know him from the Helldivers videos. Speaking of which, that's a neat little story I'll tell here, and oh, dear God, this is all going south pretty fast. He and I met in college, so basically what happened was I was accepted into a program called the Bridges program. It was basically this thing for my college that allowed me to get a bit of a head start on transitioning from high school to college easier and simpler than other people would have. And oh wow, that was loud. And they had a summer program that they had just initiated in that particular school, where students in the Bridges program would come to the campus a week in advance before the first semester started, and they would just stay there in one of the residential halls for a week, and we'd do all kinds of activities and go to different classes and programs and see what was what. We would tour the campus, and it was really, really cool. And my roommate, for the duration of that God, these cars, man, I'm telling you, it wouldn't be so bad if everybody around here didn't have a kit specifically designed to make them as loud as possible. But what are you gonna do? But anyway, my roommate for the duration of that summer program was, in fact, Frag Missile, the one and only. And he and I hit it off almost immediately. We bonded over our shared love of the Russian Badger, and from that point on, we pretty much became autistically inseparable, if you catch my meaning. Yes, give me this. Boom. Yeah, nice. We have tiny birds. There's a shitload of birds autistically inseparable from that point on, if you catch my meaning. And yeah, one day I found out that he owned Helldivers 2 for his PC, and I was just at that time getting like really, really, really into Helldivers, and I was like, hey, do you want to play together? And he was like, yeah, sure. And so we tried it, and it was fucking awesome. And so we started making it like a regular thing while we were both in school. And yeah, that's how that started up. And now, I mean, once I decided to start doing like clips and content and whatnot, he showed up in a lot of them, mostly because he's like the only other person that I played with regularly anyway. I mean, every now and again my fiance shows up in some of the videos, and sometimes we'll get like randoms in there, but I try to keep them out of clips because or at least rather, like if they're in any of the clips, I try to make sure that like I don't post those, at least not without permission, because like I don't want to infringe on anybody's privacy. I mean, there are some where like the people in question don't even really like say anything, they don't speak, and if all else fails, I can just like censor their username if it even shows up in the clip. But I don't know. There's a lot of nuance that goes into that. I don't wanna upset anybody. I don't wanna make anybody feel like violated or anything. I don't wanna violate anyone's privacy. I feel like that'd be messed up. Like if someone did that to me, I'd be a little upset if they didn't ask me first. So I want to make sure that everybody's okay, everybody's cool with it, and if they're not, that like they get the chance to say so. But on that note, I should clarify, I do have a clip compilation cooking up in the works for Helldivers 2, because I have a lot, and I do mean a lot of Helldivers footage just like sitting in my hard drive, and I just haven't done anything with it, so I'm gonna put together like a comp sort of thing to finally do something with the Helldivers footage that I have. Alright, I think that's it for me, guys, but before we go, I'm gonna read these messages out. Victor Humphreys. Hello, Beatrix. Seeing as you've taken an interest in building gadgets, I put together a little housewarming gift in support of both your pragmatic and creative endeavors. Looking forward to seeing what you build. Blueprint available in the Fabricator Med Station. Conservatory table. We received a med station. We also got a conservatory table. We got the blueprint and a conservatory chair as well. Okay. Open inventory. Where we at? What do we have? Let's do med station. Where are we gonna put this? Where are we gonna put it? 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 Let's do it. Let's do it here for now. No, not the Slimepedia. You goof. You goof. You stop it. Alright, there we go. There we go. Okay. Well, I think that is enough for me, folks. I'm sorry that this was so abrupt, but I am absolutely exhausted. I'm gonna go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. And I hope to see all of you in the next video. I love you so much. Sweet dreams. Good night in advance. All that nonsense. Yeah. See you guys next time.